There we go. Should be live.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my head. My head hurts. I just got a notif on my phone. That's funny.
I just muted and then immediately said something. Where is like all before you in the images?
Oh, I have to add it. This isn't the most updated thing.
I'm glad I did a poll and also teased my ranking.
Yeah. There we go. Now it's there. All right. Let's get Krish in here.
Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome.
Did he join or did I just said let's get? I don't think he's here yet.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, we have 3 viewers. What the hell? Okay.
One of them's me.
One of them's me probably. So there's a third. Secret third option.
Hell yeah. I really hope Max joins for this one.
I'll send it to him directly.
Hell yeah. Where is... Okay, pod.
Did you post to the story?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Who even starts this one? I think
Great
you start
question.
this one.
Oh no. Because what did we
4
end on?
viewers. We ended on the 5th
Oh,
one,
yeah.
so it's your turn.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that's right. That's right. Because you started with angles, and I was like, "Yay! I'm so proud of you for enjoying it." Oh no, we start with Come Down Machine. I didn't even think about that. All right.
You start with it. All right, are you ready to start?
With it. I really want Max in here for when I talk about Come Down Machine.
I don't know if Max is gonna.
All right.
Let me see where he's at right now. I have his locate. Yeah, he's on campus. His ass ain't tuning in.
That's understandable.
All right.
All right. Well, I would like to personally apologize for the Come Down Machine slander.
Wait. Welcome to Society Core. This is our Strokes episode 2. Where it's not even the Strokes really anymore.
No, it's not. This is our JULIAN CASABLANCAS projects episode 2. And we're starting with Come Down Machine, which leads me to my formal apology for slandering this album for so many years. I was too harsh on it. I see the appeal now.
Are you fucking crazy?
Oh no! Oh no! I still...
I don't think we're gonna create a single fucking album.
Is my mic not working?
Is it not? It should be getting picked up.
Is it?
Oh, it just said.
Oh, it sounds fucked. Oh, I hear now.
Is it just too loud or what?
No. It's like robot-y for some reason.
It's not for me. Interesting.
It's not on Discord. It's just for some reason on the stream. Yeah, I'm listening back. Listen to the stream.
I know why. I exactly know why, actually.
Okay.
I believe it's getting picked up twice.
That would make sense.
There we go. It was getting picked up twice.
Thank you. So I think that I understand why people like this album. The background behind it is basically this was oh my god, hi Audrey, hi Jameson, hi Krish, hell yeah. So this was like a record label required release. Like they were on contract to make this album, so they did not give a shit. There was a There was a full like press blackout. They didn't do any promo. I don't think they really toured for it. They like, and they didn't really try that hard. So this album is really rough around the edges, and they're kind of experimenting, and it's
Are
a
they?
bit low effort. Yeah, I would say so. But it can be fun, and there's a couple gem tracks. It is still the worst. It is still definitely, like, significantly the worst Strokes album. But I understand the appeal, and I understand why some people are like, oh, this is fun, and I really like it. It's still not my favorite. It's still my least favorite. It's not for me. But I feel bad for being such a hater because I don't think it deserves hate. So that's my opinion on Come Down Machine.
I have a couple notes here. So Come Down Machine, this was I think the first Strokes album that I had never heard all the way through before, so it was my first time listening all the way. And actually all these albums are the first times I listened to any of them, so that was definitely interesting in a departure from the last episode. But what I ended up saying it begs the question as to why they were still making music. And I guess you explained it, that they had a record contract that they had to fill because this album is mid as fuck. I felt like most of the songs were super boring and uninspired. And if I had been like following the Strokes up to that point, I would have been like so fucking pissed. But honestly, I feel like if I had been following them, I probably would have stopped listening after like first impressions. I said I think most songs are like almost there and they almost work, but there's like so many like weak choruses or verses or other sections of the songs, and I'm just like, what's going on? And sometimes I'm like, I feel like I could even be making songs better than this, so they should be a lot better than whatever I could like make in this style. And then the last note was
better than half of these tracks. Yeah.
Snooze fest. And then, so I just, it's not good. There's one song that I enjoy a lot. And even then, I don't even think I enjoy it that much anymore. Call It Fate, Call It Karma.
Okay.
I listened to that like 1,000 times, like during COVID, because I feel like it was like a TikTok trend. And then even coming back to it, I'm like, this just doesn't hit as hard as it used to. Yeah. It's a bad album. Definitely the easiest, definitely the worst Strokes album by far.
I think there are 3 tracks that I think are worth shouting out. I think Call It Fate, Call It Karma is great.
Mm-hmm.
Tap Out is pretty fun.
I like that one.
And then One Way Trigger is my favorite song on the album.
Okay. I give that a 5.
That's okay, whatever. It has a really fun guitar tone, and I like the vocals a lot. Everything else in this album is like mid or okay, and then Welcome to Japan I actually hate. I don't know that one. I also wanted Max here for, because when I was saying I didn't like this album, he was like, what about Welcome to Japan? That song sucks so much. It's the worst song they have on the album.
I disagree. There's a far worse song on the album than Welcome to Japan.
What song? What is worse?
Fucking, what is it? Partners in Crime? I haven't had a single note for any song. I explicitly wrote, Partners in Crime made me think I was having a stroke. There's like fucking early Chat GPT fucking lyrics in there. And then there's also like a fuck-ass guitar riff. Like that song is ass.
It's so corny.
It's so bad. Corny. It's just like, it's a joke song, but it's like, there's no context. And it's just like, why the fuck does it exist?
It has like goofy like sound effects on it too. It's
just
crazy.
Anybody, if you're watching the stream, just go and like listen to the like beginning of the song, and you'll hear the stupid. It's like it's oh my god. At that point, funny. I'm just like, oh, they're trolling. They obviously don't give a fuck.
Pretty much.
God,
Pretty much. They're just doing whatever the fuck they want. I'm thinking C tier.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's any other like tracks worth shouting out or going track by track. We can probably just go like standouts, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
Standouts, good or bad.
yeah.
Oh my god, I hate that was that. And then after starting
Mandated,
the new
mandated
side,
fun song is so good. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. It gets worse too. Like the way it builds into like the worst breakdown on any Stroke song. I think it's.
they're just not songs.
Jesus. Oh
All right,
fuck! Is it time
for
for
tyranny, and I get
you
to
to
talk about
break
it.
my heart?
All right, all
We'll
right.
see.
First, Void's album. Second, Julian Casablanca centric album. So I went in this album not knowing what to expect at all. And I think I enjoyed it for the most part. There's some other things where I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. But I said this album feels like a bad TMT trip.
Yeah,
The
it does.
mixing is like really fucking bad in parts, but I actually feel like it makes it better.
Yep.
It's like a super rough sounding album as opposed to like there's almost like clean like rock aesthetic that the Strokes have built up over like the past decade. Um, and I was saying that this album just almost seems like impossible to be coming from Julian Casablancas based off of like everything that he's done before. Like it just makes zero sense, which is why I'm like I don't know. He had to have some sort of like ego death to be able to make this thing. Like I'm surprised. But I think overall there was like a bunch of like cool, unique sounds that were being explored on the record that hadn't been on any of the other Strokes albums. And I think the album would work a little bit more for me, or if it was a bit shorter, which I think is a constant theme of like every single project, where it's just like they could have just shortened it and it would have been a lot better. Um, and then I think that sound was unique, but it wasn't fully there yet. But for the most part, I enjoyed it.
I don't know. I think we fully agree on this album.
Okay.
Like I have three things written here. This album is way weirder than I remember it being because I listened to it like back around when it came out because I heard the song "Human Sadness," which is one of the singles from it, and it blew me away. Uh, oh, that's a good question. We'll get to that after. So I had listened to it way back in like 2015, and it didn't stick with me as an album. I had forgotten most of it, uh, and so coming back to it, I was just like, this is crazy. This is all over the place. It's wild, but production style is so interesting and so unique, and like it's very well established on this album. Like the way that Void's albums sound is like they find that way of producing here with very strange mixes. It's like very like crunchy almost is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Pretty raw,
So
and
they
like
put it in a microwave.
kind of yeah, it's kind of dystopian. Like their music is has a dystopian aesthetic. Um, but it's also like this is the most experimental Voids release, I would say. They like as far as within the track list, they'd go from one place to another place that like just don't go well together so quickly. Like we could probably get into some of the tracks for examples, but like it's baffling at times, and other times it's like this is the coolest thing ever. And I want to love it, or at least like it. But honestly, as an album, I just don't. I don't really see myself revisiting it because of how like it's a little bloated. Like they could have cut off maybe 3 or 4 of these tracks and had a really solid like short
Yeah,
debut.
isn't it like a 62-minute album or something?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the albums are based on the artist, so this is a
63.
combined like Strokes and Void's tier
This is a
list.
Julian Casablanca series.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I feel like we pretty much align. Do you want to go into track?
Yeah. I think Take Me in Your Army is an awesome opener.
Mhm.
I gave it an 8. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it kind of sets the tone for the
Yeah,
album pretty well. And it's almost it has like a haunting vibe
yeah. There's like
towards it.
really good dissonance in there. Like the going from the melody to like the really dissonant chords. It's like, oh, this is creepy. This is
Yeah,
freaky. What's going on?
I like that track. Um,
Um, do we want to alternate
sure,
or?
sure, we can
'Cause
do
I
that.
feel like we can go through all these probably quickly. All right. Crunch Punch has awesome riffs. It's a little flat maybe overall, but I really like the guitar on it. Yeah.
I thought you meant alternate for standing out tracks. I don't remember some
Oh,
of
you
these.
want to go through?
Um,
Okay. Then we can just do standout
okay,
tracks.
okay,
To me the next standout is Human
yeah,
Sadness. 11 out of 10 breaks my scale every time. For being I think it's an 11-minute song. Does not bore me. I've listened to it so many times. I come back every time. It has my favorite bass line of any song ever.
damn,
Uh, it's it's so beautiful. It's so like there. I maybe one or two lines where I'm like, maybe this isn't the best line ever, but I think the vocal performance delivers it really well. And for being like 11 minutes, it like is very well written and like carries a story throughout and has a lot of interesting lyrical ideas. Um, the production on it is like quintessential Void's production. It's like big and like there's weird futuristic elements of the production, like synth and like blown out guitars, and then also like the drumming is kind of like technical or choppy in a weird way. It's like I don't know. I think that this song is a masterpiece and the best song that Julian Casablancas has ever done. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, and is the reason that we are doing this episode, pretty
and
much.
it sounds
So,
like Sophia by Claro.
no, it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense.
Um,
Uh,
I like the song. I give it an 8.
fair enough.
I think that
I'm
for me personally, it was fun. For as far as long song goes, I feel like there's like a certain vibe I need to be fulfilled, and for me personally, I don't know if this song really changes a great amount for me to fully love it in the 11-minute track time. So that's it's like I still think it's pretty good, but I don't think it's like one of the best long songs I've heard.
fair. I think everyone should check it out, though. It's an it's an experience. Next standout for you?
I don't even know if I have one. I mean, a lot of them out. Most of the album just got 7s and 6s, and then I had 2 of the 8s. So
Okay. I would say that "Where No Eagles Fly" is worth a shout out. Johann von Bronx is worth a shout out. I don't remember. I wrote this song "fucks" for Johann von Bronx, and then "Where No Eagles Fly" has a really sick bass line as well and a really heavy chorus. Those are the other two like standout good tracks. Father Electricity is terrible. That song is so bad. It like reminds me of like the worst type of shoo shoo tracks.
stop.
Uh, like it's it almost is like an Afrobeat structure and vibe, which is so out of place on this album. And I think it's horrendous and I hate it and should have been cut from the album.
Damn.
And then Nintendo Blood is another standout. Why would they put this on here? It could have been cut off. It has an insane last minute as well that is baffling to me. Yeah.
Overall, it got a 68 for me.
68.
But all
What
my
did you
ratings
give
are like
Angles?
skewed. So Angles, I think I gave it like a 70, and then
Okay,
First Impressions I gave like a 65. So
this is perfect. I gave somehow it's the exact same. Oh no, it's actually point one, no, 0.025 behind Angles for me. So I think that in our order we have it exactly the
dear
same.
God. All right, so
We can
just put it
just
in B in
slide it
between
right
those
in.
two.
Yeah, I think that
Jesus.
that's right where it
All
belongs.
right,
I mean, this is going
it's going pretty well.
swimmingly so far. I don't know how this could have
All right,
happened
your turn for
for
future,
the EP.
present, past.
Okay, this EP sucks. It's like one good single and then two of the worst stroke songs of all time, and then a remix of the good single that like is just the same song but with like a different sound pack, I guess.
Yeah,
Like it kind of reminds me of those like Midwest emo, but with Mario 64 sounds, like that kind of production for a remix, where
dear
it's like
God.
it's the same fucking song. They just replaced the way everything sounds, and it's just not as good because it doesn't hit hard at all. And it was a remix done by one of the band members. So I'm like, why did they release this? It's not like he went on to have like a electronic music career, as far as I can tell. Uh, so yeah, I think this is at the bottom of the tier list for
Okay.
me, for everything. But Oblivious, you know, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I could never hate it, even though it's kind of like uh, it's kind of a nostalgia bait track where it sounds like, oh, what if we just did what we used to do that sounded good? A little bit. It's not exactly creative, but I still have a fun time with it.
Yeah, I think my only notes I just did why. That's all I
Yeah, it's a
wrote.
great question. Why?
Um, yeah, Oblivious is the one good song. Yeah, I think you covered all the bases. I'm like, well, I don't know why it was just like to make. I mean, obviously it was like to make like money. But I'm like, I don't even know if they went on a tour or I'm just like,
No, I don't think so.
and then to not put anything out for like another 4 years at like 3 year break, put that out and then come back another 4 years later. I'm so confused. All right, are we putting it? Honestly, I think it should be N to C instead of D, but up to you.
Oh. Okay, if I look at my scores, it's like a solid 1.5 below. Let's put it in D,
Okay.
perhaps? Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I think I know why you don't want it to be in D, but I have plans.
Oh, that's not why I don't want it to be a
Oh
D.
no! Oh, you really think it's like as good as Come
I
Down
had the Come
Machine?
Down Machine is lower rated lower, so by
Really?
like 2 points.
Wow.
I
Okay, then
think
let's put it in
it's just
D.
because like it's a good song and a fine song and then a bad song and then Come Down Machine was like one good song filled with like a
Mm.
bunch of bad and the fucking horrific partners in crime. That
Well, you
shit
have to
pissed me off.
include you have to include the remix.
I
It is
did include
actually
the
four
remix. I
songs.
thought the remix was
Okay.
fine. It was
Okay.
like the same, yeah.
Two bad songs then. Uh
Is it my turn?
yeah, we can put it in C then, because
Okay.
this is
I
the
mean, I don't
Society Core ranking. So
I don't give a fuck about that EP, so
okay. Uh,
all right.
yeah, you're up.
Virtue. You know, this is one that I got not somewhat had been looking forward to, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the Good Voids album," um, and I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." Having one good album out of three, so it had been like hyped up to me, I guess, and I listened to it, and I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel after this album. I was kind of like it is kind of like some stroke stuff and then more like pop and electronic and other stuff and I'm like I like finished to it I didn't finish
Bro!
to it I finished it I I finished listening to it.
Holy
I
shit.
finished listening to it. And I felt nothing. Uh,
Oh.
haven't we all?
Uh,
So,
you felt nothing.
yeah, so, yeah,
You
really
finished. You
speaking
felt
to the
nothing.
truth. So I said, um, maybe one of the first albums I've listened to that's better without context. I think there's like a much more interesting album and maybe even better conceived if you have no idea who Julian Casablanca is going into this album. I think like knowing his career in the Strokes and even the previous album kind of like makes this album not hit as hard for me. And I feel like there's like some Strokes songs on it, but like if you listen to the other Strokes music, I feel like it's just gonna be better than what's on here. And then I also thought there was some more of that darker sound, but maybe it was also better on Tyranny. So it's almost like a blend of something, which led to more of a convoluted like album listening experience. And the bigger thing, I'm just like, again, I think it'd be better if it was shorter. So I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like I didn't. I think I listened to it like 3 times and then I didn't come back. I didn't feel any desire to re-listen to
Yeah.
anything. Like again, like I still think it was fine, but I wasn't like, I don't know. I finished to it, you know. What can I say?
Jesus Christ. You finished. You felt nothing. I listened to this album a lot when it came out because I was already a fan. I was obsessed with it. To the point where I got tired of it, and I was like, "Oh, is this even good? I think this album kind of sucks." And so I stopped listening to it. And then I came back to it for this episode. This album's awesome.
Okay.
I love this album. This is like, I think, one of the best albums of 2018 for
Dear
me.
God.
This album, I think there's one song I would like to cut, one song that I could cut, and everything else on this album is okay. Actually, no, 2 songs I would cut, one song I might. Everything else is great. This album is incredible for having 16 tracks and being so consistent and having some of the absolute like best like Julian Casablancas project songs. It cleans up the production style from Virtue or from Tyranny. It usually doesn't go as heavy or as like dissonant. It also creates this like weird like conceptual through line in the album where a lot of the lyrics of songs are in songs are the song titles of future songs, which is like makes it flow super well and like it makes it really rewarding to re-listen to. It has like very intentional production, I think, where sometimes on Tyranny, it's like they're doing something weird or off to like experiment, and it works sometimes, and other times it doesn't. Whereas every song on this album, even if I don't like the song, which there's only a few that I don't like, I understand what they're trying to do. It feels very intentional. It feels very like this is a concept executed exactly the way they wanted to. And I think that creates for a really impressive listening experience and like rewarding one as well. Overall, I had a lot of like 9s, 9.5s,
Dear
a couple
God.
10s, like 4 different 8s, and then like 1 7, 1 5, 1 6, which is wild for 16 tracks. So I still love this album, honestly. I'm sad you didn't enjoy it as much. It's it's a little weird for sure, but I don't know. I love it. You have any highlight tracks? Any
Yeah.
lowlights? All right.
I liked the I don't even know how to pronounce it. Curious. Is it just Curious?
I think it's Curious,
Okay.
yeah, which I didn't notice until now.
Um, I like that song. I think that that was one of the more unique tracks where like I think it was different from.
It's got the like Middle
Yeah.
Eastern influence that shows up on a bunch of Void songs for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's done very well.
That was a good
Is that
one.
your only highlight?
I mean, I have other ones, but if you have
Okay, okay.
ones,
Oh, yeah, Pyramid of Bones, I think is like the coolest song that Julian Casablancas has ever done. Like, it's so like it's a metal track, which I never thought he could pull off in and like have his vocals work well on and like sound super heavy and awesome. But it does, and I love that song.
um, I guess I gave one of the ones an 8. Uh, I don't remember that song though.
Oh
Um,
no.
is it like
That's like my third least favorite on this
really?
album. Yeah,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, I remember it now. That one's kind of more like the scarier sounding
Yeah, it
noise,
is.
so I
There's a
like that
lot
one.
going on. There's like five different like sections
Yeah.
almost or like styles on it. Yeah. Um, hmm. Honestly, the first one, two, three, four, five, like the first five tracks on this album are peak. Like nothing below a 9 for me, I'll just say. I love Alien Nation as well. It's like it has a really, really heavy, like wobbly sound, and the vocals like float over it. It's I don't know. I don't know how the fuck you make a song like that. It's crazy.
It's fun.
Um, Think Before You Drink. I'm curious what you think about this
I gave it a
song.
6.
Okay,
Most of the album
fair.
was 7 or 6s, so
Okay. Think Before You Drink I used to be obsessed with it. It was like there's a playlist I made that I put it on because it like fit perfectly in. It was like a almost like folk. It was like alt folk playlist, and this song is kind of like a folk track with an electric guitar. And I still think it's beautiful. It's a little bit like preachy, but uh, really interesting and like a lot of Bob Dylan influence,
mm.
honestly, which was fun, I guess.
My
Let's see.
I think the best song in the album's Wink. That's my favorite.
Okay,
I
I give
really
it an
like
8.
that one.
I think it has really cool production and is like very clunky. Yeah, the songs that stand out to you are definitely the like ones that sound more like Tyranny for sure, because that one is like the most Tyranny type track to me.
It almost feels like
Nice.
I don't even know. There's ones I don't know. It's like
Can't
it's
be
more like that
described.
like indie rock sound. Um, and then like the fucking like super lazy vocals.
Mhm.
I like that one. Maybe not like indie, but
Uh,
like bedroom pop almost.
did you like Pink Ocean? Because I feel like it has vocals like that
I
as
gave it a
well.
7. So
Okay. I That's another highlight for me. I love the vocals on it. The song itself is a little slow, and but I love the lyrics and vocals.
I think
It's so
overall,
cool.
I think within my like my own review, I think maybe I was coming down hard on the album, but I still think it was like good. Like I enjoyed it, but I was just like I don't think it's one of the best out of like even just the whole discography.
Okay.
Yeah, I still liked it a good amount. I just don't think it was in the
For
top.
me, for me, it's for sure in the top. So, uh, Lazy Boy is my last highlight. It sounds kind of like uh, huh? What do you mean? Did people not know about that? Sorry, I was responding to the Insta post exposed my nose ring. Interesting. I think Lazy Boy is the last highlight for me because it
Why do you
reminds me
look
of like
like
a Vampire
you look
Weekend
like
song.
that one Bjork picture on the?
Grace, what are we doing here? Jesus Christ. Uh, anyway, okay, where do we want where do we want to put this?
Um, so the voids, I had it. The virtue go after tyranny.
So I think that's despicable
Yeah, so that's where I
and
would have mine.
incorrect. I would have it in A behind Reptilia,
Okay.
behind Room on Fire. Sorry. Uh, I think they're like almost tied for me. Like it's like an
Really?
8.45 versus an 8.4.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm down to put at the end of A just to space out the fucking tier list more.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Throwing a fifth in
Also,
B
it's
would be
like I think
crazy.
it's for sure better than Angles. Like it's I don't know.
I had a very interesting time doing this to listen to all these albums.
Uh,
With that being said, I'll be right back.
okay. Okay. Hello, cat. Jameson, what did you mean about the post exposing my nose ring? Was that a secret? Nobody.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. No response distraction. Oh, it's not very visible. Oh, interesting. I
What
didn't
is
think about that.
invisible?
My nose ring. Apparently, it's like
Oh, I
hard to
mean,
see
it would
in
be
the
like a
stream.
fucking pixel.
People are gonna think I'm just picking my nose all the time.
You're like a 16th of
Whenever
the
I'm in class.
screen, and then
Okay, good
the
point.
nose ring is probably like a 50th on that screen, so a 50th of a 16th.
Fair. All right, are we ready for peak?
Yes.
I think that this is gonna become a meme. That I say
Stop!
this, but this album, you already know it's coming.
This is the
This might
Strokes
be
and Rainbows.
and Rainbows of the Strokes discography. It is though. It is. It has like every single song has something special and something almost like referential, almost like a love letter to New York, to who the Strokes are, to what they've done in the past. And then they also take it in different and new and fun directions. It's just pure fun throughout the album. Zero misses. An absolute achievement in their discography. Uh, Especially considering that they were not even a fucking group for so long, and they kind of hated working with each other, and they weren't touring, they weren't doing anything, and then they came back and they like got into the studio, followed up Come Down Machine and one of the worst EPs I've ever heard with this masterpiece, and I absolutely love it. I could listen to this song or this album over and over. I did listen to it over and over. I skipped ahead to this album when I was tired of other albums and just listened to
Dear
this like
God.
4 or 5 times for fun. It's so good. It's peak. Yeah.
My turn, or
Yeah. Yeah.
I just looked at it. I guess I listened to this album 15 times.
Let's go.
Um. No, I think I listened to it like 3 times, and then I finished the rest of the voids, and I just kept coming back to this album.
Yep.
I didn't think I was gonna like this one that much. I was like, oh, I heard it's good. I'm like, I don't know. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of Julian Casablancas. I'm over it. And then I started listening to it, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty solid. And then I got to the end, and then it restarted up again, and I was like, hold on, there's something special. There's something special to this album. And I really, really enjoyed nearly all of it. I ended up saying there's like a newfound maturity to the songwriting that's like going on in most of the album, and the songs like build in different and unique ways that aren't just like the like verse, chorus, verse, bridge, or whatever.
Yep.
I also feel like some of the melodies like change up in certain sections, like in a verse or a chorus, that it changes up so much it almost becomes like its own bridge while being like almost a different type of verse or chorus, and they do that a couple of times throughout the album, which I thought was pretty cool. But on top of that, I think it's like has some of my favorite vocal phrasing from Julian Casablanca. Like at least I think it's no matter it's like it's the best since Is This It, at least I can say that, if not the best. This feels like a fully completed, thought out project and a really great comeback album as compared to like almost every other release they put out after Room on Fire. I also felt like there was like some melancholy to the album. I feel like there's like some like sad sounding songs on it as well. And I think they fought. It's only 9 songs, you know. There's really good pacing on the album. I don't think it's too long. I'm like pissed I didn't listen to it when it came out, because I think I would have just streamed it like so much when it came out. But it's cool to finally be able to listen to it now. And I'm almost kind of hope that this is the last Strokes album, because they can end it on a high note.
Yeah. What we've agreed on most things so far. This is we're right in line here. Like, I think it's really good that you pointed out like the difference in like song structure, and if you look at like the length of songs on this album, like the fact that they try so many different, like it's not all short tracks. Every song is like, I'd say, at least for the Strokes, like on the longer side, because they take their time and build, and like the songwriting on it is really cool. I think you nailed it. No misses, just a clean 9 tracks, and I also have that experience of like when it loops, you're like, damn, we're back at the beginning. I get to listen again.
Yeah.
It's just it's incredible. I think it was also produced by Rick Rubin, if I'm not wrong. So some fun trivia there. Yeah, do we want to get into tracks? We can.
Yeah, I'm down.
We can probably go track for track on this one. Adults Are Talking, 10 out of 10.
Banger.
Perfect intro. One of the best Strokes songs ever.
That was like one of the only songs I'd listened to before getting into it. And I was like, oh, I listened to it a bit, and then I listened to it again. I'm like, I like it even more now. Like, coming back and listening to it, it's just a really good song.
I think it will eventually become their most popular.
Probably.
Because if you look at the streams, it's like 3rd most all time. Like it's only behind Reptilia and Last Night, which is crazy, considering it came out in 2020. All right, Selfless.
Also, the ending's really good too. Selfless is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. There is one thing to mention that is kind of hit or miss for me, which is the transitions between tracks. There's a lot of like in studio like speaking and like breaking the fourth wall almost, where like Julian in one song, Julian Casablancas is like, drums please, and then the drums come in. There's a lot of lyrics about song structure and songs that are like self-referential, which is an interesting concept, and I think that they commit to it enough that it's just like, it doesn't take away from or add to the album for me. It's just something that is worth noting. But honestly, I was worried after Room on Fire that was gonna bother you, or like you were gonna be
Well,
like,
Room
I
on
would like
Fire
this
was
album,
it was
but
just stupid because it was just
it was
6 seconds of silence. There's
yeah. So
nothing.
this
I'm
is
like, what
better
the
than Silence
fuck?
for sure.
Yes, yes.
Cool. But yeah, that's the only other full album thing that I think we should mention. Selfless.
Selfless is a banger. Um,
Love the vocals.
they have like super high pitched vocals on that one.
Yeah. Brooklyn Bridge to Chorus
I
and Bad
think
Decision are both like just solid for me.
Brooklyn Bridge is my least favorite,
Okay. Interesting.
and then Bad Decisions is funny because it's just fucking dancing with myself, the song.
That's what it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like. Oh.
And I don't know if
So
I think
right.
what ended up happening is that I don't know if they got the lawsuit or they got the rights when it was coming out, but it was straight up like the songwriting credit goes to Dancing with Myself.
That's hilarious.
So,
Yeah, it's the same.
but I still like it.
I do too. It's a super fun like poppy track, but that makes a lot of sense that it's
Mhm.
like because I'm like this sounds so familiar. That yeah. What do you think about Eternal Summer?
Eternal Summer's a banger too.
Let's go.
I really like how like the it transitions later. It's like, dude, wait a minute, this is the 11th hour. Like that whole
Yeah.
section is just really good. It's like really powerful vocal.
Yeah.
It's just like good. Like it's just really good.
Yeah.
Definitely a summer track too with the title.
Yeah. I love the falsetto. If I remember correctly, this was Fantano's least favorite track in the review when it came out, and I
God
was
damn
so
it.
pissed because it was my favorite song on the album when it came out.
I don't think it's my
Now
favorite.
it's-
I'm just like it's definitely not the worst song by any means.
Oh, definitely not. Now it's not my favorite, but I still love it, and I'm like, how can you not like this track? It's fucking awesome. The falsetto is so like pretty and summery. It's great. At the Door is my least favorite though.
So I think that the do like the
Yeah.
intro is bad, but I feel like the chorus that kind of comes in is like so like beautiful
It is.
that it saves it and like pushes it up further for me. So like it has like a bad section, but the other section like outweighs it for me.
Yeah, you said that it was like thin and slow compared to the rest of the album. Like
Sure.
on
One of the sadder songs.
yeah, like on a different album, maybe. Nah, it still fits in, and it
Mhm.
is sad. I still give it a 7.5, and that's the lowest. So
Yeah.
like I still like it. It's just yeah. All right.
Sunday's so depressing. They have like this fucking like womp 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 noise like that kind of plays in the background.
I don't know if I remember that. Listen.
It's like a guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That song is so chill. This is like some of the best vocal phrasing on the album for me. It's like kind of like a slacker, sleazy, like rock type delivery. It's a very chill, groovy track. I think. I love it. Anthony Frontana. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the same anymore. Another banger. The
I give
ending
it a
part.
10.
The
I
ending
give
part
it a
where it's
10
like
as well.
da, na, 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 na,
Yeah.
da. It's just like it's such a good album. I feel like just to sing along to. Like it's so
Yeah.
fun.
Not the Same Anymore is my favorite track on the album. Which is funny. It's the least streamed,
Oh,
least
yeah.
popular song. Because it's a slow build. It's like there's no song structure on there. It's like it's got the In Rainbows special.
God damn it.
It's so good though. I also the rhythm on it is incredible. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
It's like a yearning track. I love it. And then Ode to the
Anthony
Mets.
Frontana. Ode to the Mets, I gave it a 10 out of 10. That was my favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
That song almost made me cry. And I don't even know why, but
Yeah.
banger.
I
Awesome
gave
closer.
it Honestly, fuck, I'm giving it a 10. I give it a 9.5 because I think it's a little bit like dissonant.
Yeah. I
It's but
really like when he says drums please and the drums come in. I like that
uh,
part.
that part and like the start of it, I think is like a little awkward
Yeah.
maybe, but once you get into the song, it's like
Mhm.
it's perfect. I think it's one of the most interesting, if not the most interesting stroke song. Like what
Oh, in the
they
very,
do on
very,
it is
very
fucking
end,
incredible.
where he like starts doing
Oh,
the da na na
yeah,
na 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 na
yeah,
na na.
yeah, incredible.
Awesome.
What the lyrics there too? What is it? Old friends long forgotten, they all wait at the bottom of the ocean, now has swallowed, the only thing that's left is us.
Damn.
Jesus Christ! He cooked. It's sad,
He
yeah.
almost
I
cooked
don't
as
know.
much as he did on Partners in Crime.
Stop. Stop. That shit was overcooked. That was burnt to shit.
No, I think it was just raw. I think he just threw in words.
Okay. So I think it's clear where we're putting this.
Is it fully clear? I know what
Well, I
tier. Yeah,
tier
yeah,
is
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
I think that it is a case of historical significance where I think enjoyment wise,
Yeah.
like they're pretty
I am
similar.
I mean, for me, honestly, like I think it's like is this it is probably better in terms and it'll like be more historically significant. But I feel like I know for a fact I'm gonna listen to the new Abnormal
Yep.
so many fucking more times more
Yep.
than I'm gonna be listening to Is This It in the future. So I would
Same.
personally have it over it.
We both have it. We both have it as top tier.
Yeah.
This is our tier list. Uh,
We put it at the top, very very top, front of S.
I'm so down.
All
I'm
right,
so
let's do
down.
that.
It like I it's peak. I can't.
It's awesome.
Uh, yeah. This says a lot about society. uh,
And then we
all
we get
right.
to end the stream here. We don't have to. We don't have to talk.
Is it me? Is
No,
it
I think it's
me?
me. Right?
Oh yeah, because I
It's
started with the
11.
in rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let me just say, process of elimination, guys. There's something I haven't brought up, so.
Oh God. All right. So this is the album I've been dreading the entire time doing this live stream, just because like every single Strokes album and every single album I think just like on the other I look at Rate Your Music a lot, which maybe isn't the best thing, but all of them were in like the like at least like 3.5 and higher, like majority, and then some were slightly lower than a 3.5. This is the only one that's below a 3, and it was like a 2.5. So it was significantly lower than any other album that was on that website, and so I've been really dreading it. So I had listened to it, and my thoughts are, I feel like this album needs to be revisited by some fans. I don't think it's horrible. I think there's some pretty bad songs, and then the rest are like fine, if not good. I fucking wrote, it's not a newer Abnormal, but it does capture some of the melancholy present on that record. I think there's some interesting songwriting and like actually cool instrumentation that gets completely fucked over by Casablanca's autotune. So overall, I think it was fine. I think it was overhated. It's not.
You're
It's not the
smoking
worst thing
crack.
I've heard.
You're
There's
smoking
no,
crack.
no.
You,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
You need to go to a fucking asylum. Oh my god. Uh, how could you possibly How could you possibly say that? How could you possibly say that?
I don't think it sticks out like a sore thumb as being the overall worst album.
Let me just say, yesterday I sent a screenshot of my final score for an album, and it was a 3.75 out of 10. And
How many times did you listen to it? How many times did you listen to it?
3!
Oh God.
I put a poll. That score was after the first listen. I re-listened, I adjusted some things, and it was still a 3.75.
Dear fucking God.
I put a poll out predicting which album would get the 3.75, and only one person got it correct, so congrats to whoever that was. This is an infuriating album.
Straight into the void until I finish to it.
Oh no. This album is despicable.
It's really not.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's. I don't even know where to begin. It's the mix. The mixing on this album is baffling. It is so inconsistent, and you get songs with the vocals so fucking low that to be able to hear anything, you have to have like the high end piercingly and painfully high. You have other songs where like half of the verses, it's very clear and like well delivered, and then you get to the chorus and it's like mumbled, like auto-tune, flat delivery, like the lyrics on this thing are so fucking obnoxious and corny and self-important, and like there's so little redeemable about this album. At every single point where I started to enjoy myself and feel like, oh, this is an interesting like instrumental, this like vocal phrasing is starting to go somewhere, there was like a smash cut to the worst fucking garbage I've ever heard in my life. It pissed me off. It was so frustrating, and to the point where I get to the last two tracks, and I started laughing.
Okay, the second to last track is like one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
It's my favorite on the album because at least it's funny. At least it's like true to itself. It's like this is Julian Casablancas's angelic to the core. This is his fucking Corey Feldman ass like garbage album. Why would he do this? Why would anyone do this? How could you possibly like make this and be like, you know what this collection of track needs? A fucking overture and an outro. We've earned that. No, you haven't. I can't believe you would defend this fucking album.
You know, it's like, it's as weird as it sounds. I think this album's like insanity, and I almost see where he's coming from. Like I almost see the vision with the overused autotune. I'm not even gonna lie. I almost see it.
Explain the vision, because
I'm just like it's so fucked, and I'm just like, he's like, I don't even know. Like it's like I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome after listening to every single album before, but I'm like, I'm kind of saying like, okay, I get he's like really using the autotune as like a fully stylistic choice, and I'm almost enjoying it.
But you go from the new abnormal, and then we wait 4 years after peak, and with some of the best vocals he's ever done, and he's like, you know what I need to do is not sing.
See, I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to wait. I listened to the new abnormal, and immediately I had another album, and so I wasn't comparing it directly to the new abnormal. I think maybe that's where it's different. Like being able to hear everything at once, his other voids work all at once.
Normally,
like, I don't think it's as good, but I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever heard. And
Normally, I would never tell anyone to listen to this, but now I'm like, everyone who watches this stream needs to listen to this album to understand what the gravity of what it is that you're saying right now. The highest I genuinely would give a song on this is a 6.
yeah.
And it's like the like Radiohead ripoff track.
All right, there's a really cool lyric on the album.
Okay.
He says, "Life proceeds in a sequence: tyranny, virtue, perseverance."
I'm gonna throw
I like
up.
that one. I like that
I'm gonna
that
throw
lyric.
up. It's so corny. It's so corny. I didn't even mention the fucking like AI cover art.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's like it's like such a cool cover that as soon as you like look at it, you're like, wait, never mind. This sucks actually. Like you look at it from afar and you're like, whoa, this is really sleek, and then any detail, it's like none of this looks right. It's so unsettling and bad, which is like a perfect metaphor for how this album is. So maybe it was the right decision to use the fucking AI art instead of like
I also think
at least send it to a fucking artist. Be like, hey, here's our concept. Can you like make this not look insane and like terrible?
They also released 5 singles for the album starting in May of 2023, and the album didn't come out until September 2024. So I'm like, I don't know if he was just struggling with writing or what, because it's really, I feel like, weird for like more of a mainstream artist to drop a single for an album and have that album come out a year and 4 months later. Like, it definitely, the whole thing was not anywhere near being done when that first, it's almost like maybe they just shoehorned that single on. A couple of the singles.
Okay.
Anyways.
Track for track.
Most of mine got like 7s.
Oh!
And then some of them got 5s.
It hurts me. It hurts me to hear you say
and some
this.
4. One 4 and a 6. I just don't. I don't know. I think there are some songs I'd rather much listen to on this album than the Come Down Machine.
That's fucked. That's so fucked. If I get rid of my ratings for the Overture and Walk Off, this is still the lowest rated album.
Yeah.
And I gave them both a 1 because it's actually despicable. It started with like an 8, and then I'm like, no, the hubris of giving you this fucking piece of garbage an Overture is actually despicable.
I basically have it
Okay.
as the same rating as the Come Down Machine, except the Come Down Machine is 1 point lower, and that's probably because of Partners in Crime.
Fucked. That's so incredibly fucked. Okay, Square Wave.
I like it.
Do you actually?
I do. I honestly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think the instrumentation is pretty good, and then it's just like, what the fuck is he doing with the auto tune?
Yeah, the vocals ruined the song. It's like it's a baffling choice. That's my note
like the
for it.
pod.
It's like I start fucking laughing. No, the pod is good vocals. Every time the vocals come in, I start like dying laughing. It's so goofy and like doesn't fit the instrumentation at all. And then the mix is like really inconsistent. Like instruments come in and out at different levels, and like it just
This
it's
is
a
his
mess.
80s
It's a messy
album.
song. No. I gave it a 5. All right, Prophecy of the Dragon.
We don't have to go through all these tracks.
No, you have to justify this shit.
7.
No, that's wild.
It's fun enough.
Where's the fun? Let me look at the lyrics. The lyrics on this were particularly bad. It's like a ripoff of like Crazy Train. Like, where is it? Where's this fucking thing that like?
I need more.
Why can't I find it? He said some shit about being a wizard. Oh yeah, I used to be a lounge wizard. Now look at me, I'm a wizard. Come on. Does this album like? Oh God, that's right. The like that whole section. There's like swearing on the album that gets like censored, too, and that happens a lot on this song. It's. Yeah. Okay, 7 horses.
5.
Give it a 3.5. Another like it's so generic. And has like I think the worst of the mixing on the entire album.
Yeah, I don't like
There's a
that
cool
one.
little synth lick though that I liked. Okay, spectral analysis.
See, this is like La Cucaracha, yeah.
It is kind of. I would say Come Down Machine is more like Cucaracha of this. But at least we gave like we had the same rating for La Cucaracha. I just didn't dislike
I
it.
mean, it's still basically at the bottom for this, so
Okay, what spectral analysis?
7.
Though. I think that that's actually fair. This it has another mix problem, and I feel like it doesn't like resolve the way it builds. But this is the only song that I'm like I kind of actually like, but it bothers me because it sounds exactly like a moon-shaped pool. Like it feels like they were just trying to like copy that production style exactly, and then they couldn't rip it off well enough.
Oh, God.
All right, Flexorcist.
7.
No. Come on. Come on.
I like the instrumentation.
But there's like 3 different instrumentations and like it's just such a mess. It's all over the place.
It's like
I don't
100
know.
gags.
That's no.
100 gags
That's
vocals.
despicable.
100 gags vocals.
I think that Flexorcist is like one of the low points. It's the one that pisses me off the most, I think,
Yeah.
because it has like a really sick start, and I'm like, oh, am I about to enjoy myself? And then it's like the most mid verse and like corny, bland chorus
Dear God.
ever, and I'm just like, why? Perseverance.
7. That one's another dark sounding one. I like it.
This one, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, it's fine, but I just hate the mix so much. It makes me. The production on this one fits it the best, though. So I guess I can understand the appeal of it, even though I don't like it. Okay, all the same.
5.
Yeah, this is my I think the worst track on the album. I cannot believe that it is 6 minutes long.
That's kind of evil.
It's so like why would they do that? It's like this. It's the second most popular song. It was a single. Like,
Jesus.
how could they do that? I don't know. Yeah, that is. There's too much. Like, I could write an essay on why that song is just a nightmare. When will the time of these bastards end?
4.
7.
All right.
I think that this song is so bad that it wraps around to being good. It's like I just laugh the entire time.
Dear God.
I feel like crying, but I just like start to enjoy it, and I'm just like, hell yeah. But I also was like, I got annoyed re-listening to it because the first time it was in headphones and I was able to like turn it up, but in the car, it's like it's quieter than the rest of the album for some reason.
That's funny.
But they pull out all the stops here. It's like overly theatrical deliveries.
We're gonna end up
like,
talking about this album as much as we talked about the fucking New Abnormal.
We have to. It's a special. It is special. This is once once a year, I think we meet an album this truly horrific. I don't. Uh, I was really looking forward to this album because I
You
knew it was
sick
going to be bad.
fuck.
I knew it was going to be bad, and
It
I
had
was
to be the
so
last one.
excited that it had to be the last one. And listening to it this morning, I was just like, wow.
You fucking
What
re-listened
a-
to it this morning.
What a time to be alive. What a reality we live in that the same person who made Is This It was like, I'm going to record When Will the Time of These Bastards End?
Julian Casablanca is the type of guy to
Um,
drop a song named Reality and spell it with an I at the end.
He is! This is like a Grimes album. This is his like oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, it's like it's so self-serious and important. It's just like the "Who's laughing now" refrain is just it gets me every time. I think that Eddie like to get an idea of like this is the one song you should listen to off this album. It's so it's incredible. It's a masterpiece of just of failure.
Dear God.
And then Walk Off is like a pretty good instrumental, even though the mix and recording sounds terrible yet again.
Christ.
Yeah,
All right, where are we dropping it?
I think it deserves its own tier.
If we're going in D, we got to bring down future, past, or present.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Uh,
I had it on like the same level as like all three of these, so
oh, it's worse than that though.
I don't think it is.
But I mean,
As
for
an
you,
unbiased
because
Strokes
this is
fan.
your
As an
un-
unbiased Strokes fan, having not listened to any of these other
Yeah.
things before.
Okay, D tier. What should we rename it? No, it can just be D tier, I guess. Low key, there should be no D tier, and both of those should be an F, though, for me. at
Yeah.
least. Death tier is good. Uh, and then S is stroke in it. Here.
All right.
There we go. And then when I post the when I post the final tier list, we'll have funny names.
All right.
That was so interesting.
That second half was like an entirely different. This is this is all spectrums of alternative in this
It is
this discography.
The B tier is crazy.
Yeah, I'll say it was worth it getting to listen to the new Abnormal, because I definitely would have not listened to that album if we hadn't done this. So
I'm so glad. I'm glad I picked the Strokes.
and speaking of the next artist,
Oh God.
so we're gonna let fate decide this one. I'm going to flip a
Oh
coin.
God, are we gonna call it fate? Call it
I'm-
karma?
I'm gonna flip a coin for the next artist. There's one we've been hitting at for a while. There's a certain artist we're gonna be seeing at Kilby, so I'm gonna include them. And it's the artist we've been dreading to cover for a long time. And I'm gonna say if it's heads for car seat headrest. And if it's tails, then we'll do the other hidden one.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Flip a coin. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's tails! It's tails!
Oh.
So we're not doing car seat headrest
Yet.
yet.
Wait. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping it would be heads so that I could be prepared for the set.
I mean, I'm almost positive the set is just gonna be the new album.
Yeah, true.
So
Oh no.
due to fate, The artist that I'm choosing for the next episode is gonna be an artist I've never listened to an album to.
What?
And I'm choosing My Chemical Romance. Aiden's gone.
Let's fucking go!
Alright.
Let's go! We're gonna have this episode out in record time.
In record time, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
There's only
I
4
never
albums,
would
right?
have guessed in a million years.
It's
I can't
alternative.
believe-
It's alternative.
This is the greatest gift you've ever given me.
All right.
Let's go. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh, hell yeah. I guess we really can pick anything for this season.
I'm okay. It says alternative on
Yeah,
the
no,
Wikipedia page.
they definitely become, they get there for sure. Okay, so
Alternative
that's
rock
4
is the
albums.
first one, so
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
funnier, Carson Headrest doesn't even have that, so
That's awesome.
this is technically
This is-
more
this is like-
alternative.
This is the alternative indie season, you know,
Dear
we're
God.
doing. Okay,
Why is
holy
there just
shit.
an LGBT community tab for My Chemical Romance Wikipedia page?
Because
Alright, 4 albums.
they've got
and
Gerard Way
Young
is a
Avocado.
queer icon.
Dear
Yeah.
God. All right.
Okay, so we have those 4. We are also gonna have to. There's
No.
no. There's one other thing
Okay,
that
okay,
it's
what
like
is
it's shorter. It's the fucking compilation. Yeah, conventional weapons.
The hell is this?
Uh,
5 singles?
It was like, yeah.
Okay. include
Because
this.
yeah, we
Why
gotta include
is-
that.
Oh, so it's like 10 singles. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, we'll include this.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
5
It was
albums.
yeah. Yep. Okay, bonus stream
Bonus stream.
for
I have
for
to
the
find
lead up?
it. I have to find it.
I think there's a link in. Oh god, it's somewhere.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. Where's the bonus stream ideas? Okay. What is it? The what is it called? The spin a wheel, wheel spinner. Okay. Oh God, so
Yes.
this is all. I don't think. Should we song bracket, cooking stream. Why does one of them say artist tier list?
Because we would, whenever we get that, we'll have to do a tier list of all the
Oh,
artists.
the artists.
within a season.
Yep.
So it would be either season 1 or season 2.
And then history stream.
Mystery stream. I have some ideas for that.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Okay. Let's. We'll spin this one.
Where's are we not keeping movie on there? Is that?
I mean, we can put
We're
it.
not-
We can put it again if you want to.
I think so. Yeah, because
Okay.
until we run out of movies, why not? It's easy.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh! Oh! that was to the very end.
Let's go. Okay.
All right, cooking stream. I think
I'm
we should
excited
we
for
should
cooking
reveal what we're
stream.
gonna be cooking. Well, we have to definitely figure that out before.
Didn't we have some options?
We had some options, but I
Yeah,
think we
it
should
will
talk
be-
about it before we announce what we're gonna be cooking.
True, but it will be food items referenced in
And any of the
lore.
artists we have covered.
Well, one of the options was from something else. It's from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
We might. We'll see. All right. Thanks for tuning in. God, that was awesome.
All right. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you next time with the cooking stream. All right.